And now, the starting lineup for your ICC Indians. In right field, Drake Wallace. In center field, Jackson Lancaster. In left field, LaBryant Sedell. At first base, Drew Thomas. At second base, Braden Ellis. Playing shortstop, Connor Lewis. At third base, Kyle Krieger. Playing catcher, Hunter Neighbors. Into the hill, number 11, Justin Medlin. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of the national anthem.
And welcome to Roy Crescent Field, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lee Adams. If you do not know, I am normally the photographer, so I'm not a play-by-play guy, so please bear with me over these next two games, ladies and gentlemen, but we are happy that you have joined us. Of course, welcome to all the ICC family and anybody from Jones that may be watching today. We are here with a big-time showdown between the number 11 Indians and the number 12 Bobcats, and big-time conference as well as conference implications as well as national. Of course, Jones County comes in with a record of 21-7, 8-4 in conference, which is second in the MACJC, while the Indians are in fifth in the MACJC with a 6-4 record and a 20-6 overall record. Starting game one, which is a 9-inning affair, for the Indians would be Justin Medlin. Medlin has had 8 appearances this year, thrown 19 innings. He's allowed 27 hits, or given up 27 hits rather. Allowed 15 runs, 14 were earned, walked 13, picked up 22 strikeouts, and has a 6.63 ERA coming into today's contest. And leading off things today for the Bobcats.
The Bobcats, number 3, Trace Henry.
Is, as you heard, Mr. Trace Henry. He comes in batting .393 this season. He's played in 28 games and has picked up 35 hits, 7 doubles, 1 triple, and 9 RBI. Also drawn 17 walks. First pitch for Medlin across is a strike on the inside half of the plate. And we're underway here at Roy Crescent Field. Second pitch is outside for a ball. And count goes 1-1. That pitch is inside. From up here, it looked like he got a piece of him, but apparently it did not, as Trace just stood in there and ready to swing the bat. It's a chilly day here at the ballpark, so we are fortunate to be in the press box. The ICC Foundation broadcast booth, that is, as there's a 2-1 pitch lifted out to left field to Bryant Siddell. Camps under it, and it's a can of corn for out number 1.
Now batting the third baseman, number 6, Robbie Woody.
Now Robbie Woody steps in here for the Bobcats. He's a freshman infielder. He is batting .230 on the year and has picked up 17 hits and has 1 round tripper, a triple, and a double, and has 20 RBI. First pitch from Medlin, right down Broadway, but must have been low for ball 1. Second pitch from Medlin. Appeared to be in the same location, and it goes across for strike 1. The count goes 1-1. And today, as always, our umpires are brought to you by Cagle Eye Center here in Fulton. They can take care of all of your eye care needs as the third pitch comes in and make a count 2-1. And we have an update from Ellisville where the Indian softball team is playing. They went 3 up, 3 down in the opening frame, and they're scoreless headed to the bottom of the first as the count goes 3-1 here in Fulton. Medlin delivers. It's fouled back. Make the count 3-2. In these 9-inning games, if you can work the count early on a pitcher, it could be disastrous for the pitcher. But that is yet to be told, of course, and Medlin takes a deep breath from the mound, gets the sign from Hunter Neighbors. Here's the payoff pitch. It is lifted out to left. Siddell races over for out number 2. It's back-to-back flyouts to left to start the game here in Fulton.
Now batting the left fielder, number 4, Luther Woolard.
As Luther Woolard steps in, the sophomore who's batting .400 on the season. He's had 90 at-bats, picked up 36 hits, and has accounted for 31 runs. Has 16 doubles, 2 triples, and 3 home runs with 30 RBI. And has only struck out 9 times this season while walking 19, as the first pitch from Medlin is a ball. Second pitch is across there for a strike. Comes the 1-1 for Medlin. It is lifted out to center field. Lancaster chases it down, and that is out number 3. And the Bobcats are retired in order. They go 3 up, 3 down with 3 fly balls. And we will be right back on Let's Go ICC TV with the bottom half here at Game 1.
Best tailgate, brisket.
No, real football y pollo asado.
Hoops and wings.
Burgers.
7-layer dip.
Hummus.
What?
You need a hot grill.
And an ice-cold Coke.
It's got to be cold.
It's Tailgate 101.
I could get the extra most bestest with the most cheese and the most pepperoni for $6. Or I could get a pizza with less toppings for more money.
Get the most cheese and most pepperoni for the nation's best price. Little Caesars large $6 extra most bestest.
Pizza, pizza.
What's better than waiting in line at the bank? Literally everything. Renaissance Bank's mobile check deposit lets you take care of checks wherever you want. Click on Deposit Check in the Renaissance mobile app. Read and hit Continue on the bottom of the notice page. Sign it. Write your name, account number, and for mobile deposit only on the back. Photograph it, front and back, so we know it's real. Type in the amount, choose the account to deposit into, click Continue, and go on your way. You'll receive an email that is being processed, but hold on to the hard copy until the check clears, and then rip it up and throw it away. So what are you waiting for? Download the Renaissance mobile banking app and make waiting in line a thing of the past. Check, phone, check. Renaissance Bank.
Welcome back to Fulton, ladies and gentlemen. Connor Lewis steps in and is hacking at the first pitch he sees. Fall down 0-1 as he fouls it off. Connor Lewis is batting .292 on the season for the Indians. He has picked up 26 hits in the leadoff spot, as well as 3 doubles, and has hit 4 home runs, which is a team high. And there's a hot shot to third base. Third baseman fields it cleanly, throws across to first for out number 1.
Now batting the third baseman, number 15, Kyle Krieger.
And Kyle Krieger steps in here for the Indians. Swings at the first pitch. It's high enough and it's far enough, but it's going to be just foul down the left field line for strike number 1. Krieger has been known to take a couple around out the ballpark. He has 3 home runs on the year, and he's currently batting .391, which is a team high for an everyday player. Lifts that one foul, and it hits off the dugout, almost hits a Jones player who's sitting on top of the dugout. But either way, it's strike 2 here on Krieger. We do have an update from Ellisville, where the Indians are taking on the Lady Bobcats of Jones, and Jones has plated 1 run in the bottom of the first on a walk and a double. So the Indians are down 1-0 down there in Ellisville as they move to the second inning. 0-2 pitch to Krieger is high and right over the top of his head for ball 1. Of course, if you are in between innings here, you want to switch back and forth, you can catch the softball game on JCJC TV as Krieger fouls off another pitch here. I'm sure Mr. Sean Wansley down there at Jones is giving the call for softball. His 1-2 pitch is fouled off the foot of Krieger, and those hurt on any day, but when it's a little chilly at the ballpark, that stings just a little bit more. Krieger's going to walk it off there for a second. Sun beginning to peek through the clouds, which I'm sure is welcomed by everybody outside of the ICC Foundation broadcast booth here. 1-2 pitch to Krieger. Swung and fouled it off again. Krieger has been known to work the count a lot here this season. Been known to foul off a few as well, as you can see right now. Hits one down the line, just foul. Rick Collier, about 23-year-old Rick Collier would have laid out for that one, but he decided to let that one go. And we're now at 1-2 on the count. Another foul ball from Krieger. Excellent at-bat here in the bottom of the first. And pitching for today, for the Bobcats today, is Will Hicks. He comes in with a 7.71 ERA in 6 appearances and has 11 strikeouts on the season. Oh, Krieger fouls one off the knob of the bat to keep the at-bat alive. Another update from softball from Miss Dana Kirk. Coach Andy Kirk's wife said that Macy Cox just drew a walk and stole second. So something going for the Indians there. Krieger pops one up. Goes out to the second baseman who makes the catch for out number 2. But that's an excellent quality at-bat from Kyle Krieger there to get the pitch count up.
Now batting the
And now
left
batting,
field, number 18, LeBryant Siddell.
as you heard there from Cal Brown on the PA, LeBryant Siddell is going to step in. Bryant's batting .351 on the year. He has played in 20 games here for the Indians. He also has 20 hits on the year, has 5 doubles, 1 triple, and a pair of round trippers, and has 7 RBI on the year. The first pitch comes in for a ball. Appreciate Ripley High School Baseball Twitter account sharing the link for today's game. So any Ripley fans tuning in to watch their alumni, Justin Medlin, we welcome you. As the second pitch, or third pitch rather, I missed one, sorry ladies and gentlemen, is a ball to Siddell. And that one's in there for a strike. 3-1 count. Siddell has drawn 15 walks on the year as well, and he'll be looking for number 16 right here. 3-1 delivery. That is ball 4. It's the Indians' first base runner of the day.
Now batting the first baseman, number 6, Drew Thomas.
Drew Thomas digs in here for the Indians. Pitch for Jones wants a new ball. Didn't like the way that one felt. Thomas, with one of the best walkout songs I've heard in a long time, steps in. He's batting .333 on the year. Seen some action at first this year as the pick off at first to Siddell. Siddell gets back safely. Thomas has been mainly DHing for us, or for the Indians rather. But playing first today as Justin Medlin is on the bump for the Tribe. Thomas waiting the first pitch. It's fastball in for strike 1. And the Indians rather, softball Indians, they have now tied the game as JoJo Vasquez hit a single to score Macy Cox down there in Ellisville. And the 0-1 pitch will be a ball here to Thomas. The 1-1 pitch is low and outside for a ball. Thomas hits a chopper to the second baseman, who pitches it over to second for the final out of the inning. Well, the Indians get one runner on, but are unable to push him across, and we head to the top of the second. Still scoreless here in Fulton.
No hits and no errors.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
Leading off for the Bobcats, number 19, Jake Mason.
And welcome back to the ballpark, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to get updated on the Twitter. Getting Twitter updated on softball down there in Jones. Got a lot of excellent help from our softball parents today, as the first pitch for Medlin is hit out to right, and Braden Ellis makes an excellent catch deep in
Now
right
batting
field
fielder
from the
number
second
1,
base position.
Brandon Hale.
Ellis, who normally is a pitcher for the Indians, has played second a couple times this season and has done an outstanding job as well, as you could see there on that play. Edlin's first pitch to Brandon Hill. It's crossed for a strike. All right, count goes 2-1 here in Fulton. Hale's batting .365 on the year. He pops one out towards the parking lot to even the count at 2-2. Medlin with the 2-2, just a bit outside to keep the count full, or make the count full at 3-2. Payoff pitch is ball 4. And the Bobcats have their first base runner of the contest.
Now batting for the Bobcats, number 17, Luke Hudson.
And Luke Hudson steps up to the plate. He's hitting in the 6 hole today for the Bobcats. He's batting .295 on the year. And looking to get something going here for the Bobcats. Medlin gets set from the stretch. Sign in from Hunter Neighbors. And the first pitch of the at-bat is high for a ball. Umpire's got a little bit of a delay on his striking ball call, so I had to make sure I had it right. One-two pitch for Medlin. Runner goes. Hunt Neighbors comes up firing. And he's in safely with a steal. Hale got an excellent jump there on the pitch, and despite the good throw from Neighbors, was able to move into scoring position. So the Bobcats have something cooking here now, ladies and gentlemen. Count is 1-1. That's a pitch outside for ball 2. It's turning out to be a beautiful Sunday afternoon. A little chilly, but still a good day to watch baseball here at beautiful Roy Crescent Field. Medlin comes to the plate with 2-1 pitch. Fouled straight back into your living room or car, wherever you're watching from, on your phone or on your computer. Would like to say, if you are watching your car, please do not be the one driving while doing so. So, stay safe. Don't be like Cal Brown. I'm kidding. Cal Brown's our PA guy, and he was a volunteer for our Sports Information Department. Did an excellent job these 2 years. We're going to hate to see him go. And the runner goes, swinging strike. Hunter fires down. And Hale stole his second base of the inning, as Hudson goes down stringing for the first Renaissance Bank strikeout
Now batting the second baseman, number 7,
of the game for Medlin.
Matthews.
Matthews steps in for the Bobcats. He's batting .264 on the year, has a .337 on base percentage and slugging .425 for the Bobcats. He has 87 at-bats and has picked up 23 hits and has 24 RBI, which appears to be second on the team, so looking to pick up number 25, but the Indians are hoping to hold him off with 2 outs. First pitch from Medlin's on the outside corner for a strike. And for the Ole Miss and Mississippi State fans who may be peeking in, they are tied in the rubber match at 2. And there's a second pitch, high for a ball. That pitch is fouled off into the parking lot as well. Counts 1-2 here with 2 outs to Matthews. Medlin delivers. And it is outside for a ball. The count goes to 2-2. It was a good pitch there from Medlin. Just appeared to be just a little bit outside. That's ball. The count goes full. Medlin looking to pick up his second Renaissance Bank strikeout and get out of this jam unscathed for the Indians. It's a payoff pitch. He said he got him swinging. Throws down to first for the strikeout. And I was going to show you a replay, ladies and gentlemen, but I have yet to figure that out, to be honest with you. Let me try. No, that didn't do it either. Well, I do apologize. Either way, Medlin gets out of the jam. Jones leaves a runner 90 feet away, and we're still scoreless, headed to the middle of the second here in Fulton. We'll be right back here on Let's Go ICCTV.com.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
I could get the extra most bestest with the most cheese and the most pepperoni for $6. Or I could get a pizza with less toppings for more money.
Get the most cheese and most pepperoni for the nation's best price. Little Caesars large $6 extra most bestest.
Pizza, pizza.
You could say it's about the clubs. You could say it's about the ball. You could even say it's about the course or the weather. But what it really comes down to is consistency and hard work. Over and over and over again. At Renaissance, we understand consistency. We understand hard work. Most importantly, we understand you. Renaissance Bank. Understanding.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Justin Medlin steps in. He is the pitcher in Game 1 for the Indians, but he's also designated hitter. So in the event when his time is done on the mound, he'll still be able to swing the stick for the Tribe. Medlin watches the first pitch go outside for ball 1. Now Medlin on the year is batting .324 and has played in 24 games for the Indians. Swing and a miss for strike 1. And he swings for strike 2. I'm getting updates from softball, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm trying to read them and keep Twitter up to date as well, so I do apologize for any silence that comes across. And Medlin strikes out to start bottom of the second. And Hunter Neighbors will come in, come up to hit.
Hunter Neighbors.
Neighbors is a sophomore. He's one of our Alabama connections here. Neighbors did have a huge day, hitting 2 walk-offs in the same day earlier this season as he hits one to left field that is foul. After 2 innings down in Ellisville, the softball Indians and the softball Bobcats are knotted at 1 after 2 complete. And once again, that game can be watched on jcjc.tv. Back here is Neighbor watches strike 2 come across. And that makes the count go 2-2. Neighbors fouls one off to keep the count at 2-2. Neighbors fouls one off to left field. Out into the pine trees. Neighbors fouls one off his foot. Always the most painful strike you can get. That one's outside to take the count full. And here's the payoff pitch. Neighbors watches a breaking pitch for ball 4. It's Neighbors' 11th walk on the season. Now Jackson Lancaster will come to bat for the Indians. He's batting .281 on the year.
Jackson Lancaster.
He has 6 RBI, 2 double, 16 hits in 21 games and 57 at-bats this year. He does have a on-base percentage of .354 and slugging .316. The first pitch is a fastball right down the middle for strike 1. Looking Neighbors back to first. Then it makes the 0-1 pitch. Lancaster fouls it off into the pine trees as well. A very soggy area out there by the pine trees today, ladies and gentlemen, as water is standing from that torrential downpour we had on Friday and a little bit yesterday to move this game to today. Counts 0-2 on Lancaster. He watches strike number 3 right down the middle of the plate for out number 2. And now, Drake Roughton, oh no, I'm sorry. Drake Roughton used to play here. Drake Wallace now steps in.
Drake Wallace.
He's batting .288 on the year. Has 15 hits, 1 double, 2 triples, and 12 RBI. Now, Drake Roughton that I did mention, I do believe he is at University of Arkansas Monticello and played here a couple years ago. As Drake Wallace skies one out to center field. Center fielder runs up, makes the catch to end the inning. Indians draw 1 walk and leave them stranded at first, and we are scoreless after 2 complete here in Fulton. And we will be right back here on Let's Go ICCTV.com.
The longer a person has diabetes, the more likely they are to develop diabetic retinopathy. If left untreated, diabetic retinopathy can lead to blindness. That's why it's important for diabetics to have a comprehensive eye examination with dilation once a year. I'm Dr. Laurie Cagle of Cagle Eye Center in Fulton. We offer comprehensive eye exams to provide diagnosis and treatment of various eye diseases. Browse our large selection of frames available in prescription and non-prescription. Call to schedule your appointment today at Cagle Eye Center in Fulton.
This broadcast on Let'sGoICCTV.com is presented by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Food Giant, the Sonic of Fulton, your Etowah County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, the ICC BSU, Bank of Okolona, Legend Sports Grill, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Choice Palm, Cagle Eye Center, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the ICC Alumni Association, and the ICC Foundation.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
Welcome back to Fulton.
Number 20, Tate Pepper.
Ladies and gentlemen, as Tate Pepper steps in for the Bobcats. So, telling our announcer Cal Brown earlier, that's an excellent baseball name. And I'm pretty sure Pepper was the assistant coach for the Major League movies, as well as the first pitch is on the outside corner for strike one. And Pepper is batting .261 on the year. And he takes that one off the shin to give the Bobcats a base runner here with no outs in the top of the third.
Now batting the shortstop, number 2, Cooper Brew.
Medlin tosses over. Just keeping him close over there at first. There's a pitch for strike one. Cooper Brune is batting for the Bobcats. Sorry, I had to get a pronunciation on that. Didn't want to mess his name up. Brune squares around the bunt, but that is ball one. So he pulled it back. Brune is batting .250 on the year. Has 8 hits in 32 at-bats. And has 12 RBI this season with 3 doubles and 2 round trippers. As Medlin tosses over to first. Trying to keep Pepper humble over there at first and keep him back close. And hopefully the Indians can get a ground ball here for turn 2. But there's a bunt right back, and Neighbors fields it, throws over, and it appears to, I'm not real sure who it hit. Either way, that'll put runners at the corners for the Bobcats. Not sure if that caught Brune in the helmet or if Thomas's glove got a hold of it.
Center fielder, number 3, Trace Henry.
Either way, that was a bang-bang play, so we'll have to give the guy a hit because that was an excellent bunt as well. So therefore, Bobcats have something going here with runners at the corners and no outs in the top of the third. Medlin's first pitch is a ball to the leadoff hitter, Henry. Once again, like I said, he's batting .393 on the year. He takes second on the pickoff attempt, as Thomas was unable to handle the ball over there. Now, Jones definitely has something going in their favor with 2 runners in scoring position with no outs here in the top of the third. Medlin's just got to settle down and focus on the batter here. And pitch outside for ball number 2. The Indians down at Jones picked up 2 hits, but they were both left on, so they are still tied at 1 going to the bottom of the third as Henry hits one out towards the gap. It's off the wall. That's going to score 2 easily as Henry motors around second. Ellis cuts the throw off, throws the third, and he is in safely for a triple. And that will give Jones a 2-run lead early here in the third with no outs. Indians did appeal to second to see if Henry had touched the bag, and the umpire said he did and said he's safe. Neighbors wants to go out and talk to his pitcher. Neighbors retreats to behind the plate. where the Indians will be facing, or Medlin will be going up against Robbie Woody here, who came into the day batting .230. And with a chance to extend the Bobcats lead as Henry's only 90 feet away at third. First pitch is a breaking pitch in for strike. So 0-1 pitch here from Medlin. Another breaking pitch, but a little bit low. The count goes to 1-1. Medlin pitches. It's on the outside corner for strike two. Count goes to 1-2 here with no outs in the top of the third. And Medlin picks up his third Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day.
Now batting the left fielder, number 4, Luther Woolard.
See if we can take a look at that one. Nope, still hadn't figured that out, guys. I apologize. Either way, there's one out here in the top of the third. And Luther Woolard has stepped in. And Miss Nina Strother showed up to get the camera to do some pictures for us today since I'm having to do play-by-play. You're all set, so all you gotta do is just cut it on and fire. And we do greatly appreciate Nina coming out today and doing those, sacrificing a couple hours of her Sunday. His days off this time of year are few and far between. And Medlin with a 2-0 pitch, and that one's going to be fouled out of play towards the parking lot. There's a hit right back up the middle that will score Henry and give the Bobcats a 3-0 lead over the Indians here in the top of the third.
Now batting the first baseman, number 19, Jake Mason.
Jake Mason steps in here for the Bobcats, his first at bat. He popped out to second where Braden Ellis made an excellent catch for the Indians. And he's running from first, and Neighbors pops up, but holds the ball, and he'll be in there with no throw for the second stolen base of the inning and the fourth of the day for the Bobcats. Medlin looks the runner back, turns around just to get him back a little closer to the bag. Got a 1-0 count here to Mason. Medlin delivers. And that pitch is across for strike number 1. Indians looking for a way to get out of this without any more damage. Medlin throws, and that pitch is across for strike number 2. Excellent looking pitch there from Justin Medlin. Medlin looks back to Lewis to get the pitch call since there's a runner on second. Neighbors set. Medlin looking to runner back. Runner extends his lead. Medlin steps to deliver to the plate. And there's a rip foul. Runner was going on the play, on the pitch, so looks like Jones might have had a hit and run called there. As they do know that any run you can get early will definitely help you, especially against the Indians who have been known to be a little bit of a comeback machine this year. 1-2 count with 1 out. Lewis races over to second. Medlin decides not to throw, but the runner goes back either way. Count still at 1-2. Medlin checks the runner. Jones apparently did have a hit and run on as Mason strikes out. But Luther Wooler did take third on the play.
Batting the right fielder, number 1, Brandon Hale.
And Brandon Hale steps in. He drew a walk his first at bat and picked up a pair of steals over in the second inning. And first pitch across is ball. Hale looks in for the pitch. Hits a dribbler out to second, or to first rather. Thomas fields it, but the throw is not in time, and that is a infield single for Hale, and he does pick up a RBI. So Jones extends their lead to 4-0 here in the top of the third.
Now batting for the Bobcats, number 17, Luke Hudson.
And Luke Hudson digs in here at the plate. He came into the day batting .295. Did strike out in his first at bat. Comes up now with a runner at first and 2 outs, and his Bobcats up 4-0. Medlin throws over to first. Thomas plays leapfrog with the runner and throws the ball back to Medlin. Tosses it over again. Runner's in safely. Hudson still awaiting the first pitch from Medlin, and it is a ball. A 1-0 count here. Medlin steps and throws as the runner goes. Neighbors fires down to second, but he slides in safely, does Hale. That is his third steal of the game. And the 5th for the Bobcats as we're in the top of the third. Count does go to 2-2 to Hudson. Or I'm sorry, 2-0 rather, with 2 outs. Medlin delivers. Pitch is hit out to right field and is falling. It's going to be a Texas leaguer for a base hit and a run. And Jones improves his lead to 5-0. And Rick Collier makes his way out to the mound. And he's going to make a change. So we will be right back here on Let's Go ICCTV.com with the new pitcher.
I'm ICC cheerleader Madison McCollum, and you're watching Let's Go ICC TV.
Hey Mississippi, let's fill the gap. Did you know Mississippi's community and junior colleges fill the gap between high school and skilled careers? Or that community and junior colleges are also a great value to students? It's true. Not only can they get degrees in these fields, they can actually afford the tuition to get them there. And did you realize that 96% of the state's community and junior college students are Mississippians? Not only that, they tend to stay in the state when they're done with college. And the more students that do so, the more skilled workers we'll have to fill the gap for jobs. And the more people to fill the job gaps, the more money stays in the state. Plus, the value of community and junior colleges in Mississippi is unbeatable. For every dollar the state puts into community and junior colleges, it gets $4.86 back, an almost 5-to-1 return on investment. So, come on Mississippi, contact your legislator and tell them to support Mississippi's community and junior colleges. And let's fill the gap.
Sonic Nights is the highlight of the summer.
Oh, yeah. There's probably some pretty big names here checking out these half-price floats.
Oh, everyone who's anyone is here tonight.
Look,
Who are those two guys?
What are they famous for?
Huh. I think for eating here all the time.
Are we good at eating here or what?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, come on.
For limited time, get real ice cream slushes, shakes, and floats half price after 8 p.m. during Sonic Nights. This is how you Sonic.
And welcome back to Fulton, ladies and gentlemen. Entering the pitch for the Indians will be Sam Harrington. He's a sophomore from Moorville, Mississippi. He has 12 appearances on the year, has a 3.86 ERA, has struck out 19 while allowing only 8 runs on the year in 16.1 innings of work. He enters here with 1 on and 1 out, and the Indians down 5-0 here in the top of the third.
Stephen Matthews.
As Stephen Matthews digs in, he was a strikeout victim his first time up. But that was against Medlin, and this is against Harrington. Harrington's first pitch is a fastball. It's up and in for a ball. And after 3 innings in Ellisville, the softball Indians and Jones are tied at 1. There's a swing and a miss for strike 1. Harrington's 1-1 pitch is across on the outside for strike 2. Harrington's 1-2 pitch. In the dirt for ball 2. Count goes 2-2. There are 2 outs here. The Indians are hoping to get out of the jam here, or just get out of the inning and regroup as they're down 5-0. Harrington throws pickoff. Runners back in time. Harrington looks in, checks the runner, delivers, drops the hammer for strike 3. And that will end it, or end the inning, rather.
In the inning for the Bobcats, there were 5 runs off of 5 hits and no errors.
And the Indians do trail 5-0 as we move to the bottom of the third here in game 1. It is a 9-inning affair, so the Indians do have time, but they're going to have to rally quickly. And we'll be right back with more here on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
Helen, don't you know Little Caesars has the extra most bestest for $6?
$6? I gotta sit down.
Yeah, it has the most cheese and pepperoni for the nation's best price.
Most cheese and most pepperoni? I gotta sit all the way down.
Get the most cheese and most pepperoni for the nation's best price. Little Caesars large $6 extra most bestest.
Pizza, pizza. Gotta be hoops and wings.
Nah, subs.
Wings all day.
How about a sub?
Dude, wings.
Nah.
Really?
Gotta have ice cold Coke.
I'll drink to that. Now that's how it's done.
Welcome back to Fulton, ladies and gentlemen. We enter the bottom of the third here with the Indians down 5-0. As Jones' 5-run frame came off of 5 hits and 1 hit batter. The Indians did strike out the side, but not before the damage was done. First pitch to Braden Ellis is a swinging strike. Second pitch is a ball. Well, I thought it was a strike. But we'll take it. Ellis with looking at a 1-1 count, and that is in the dirt for ball 2. Ellis hits a flare out, shortstop backs up and makes the catch. 4 out number 1 here in Fulton. That'll take us back to the top of the order with Connor Lewis.
13, Connor Lewis.
They're breaking pitch high for ball 1 here to Lewis. Lewis is grounded out to third in the first inning. Looking to get something started here with 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Swings. It's over to the shortstop. Shortstop makes an error, and that will put Lewis on first base.
Now batting the third baseman, number 15, Kyle Krieger.
And Kyle Krieger steps in here. Let you guys enjoy a little bit of Carrie Underwood today. As that's one of the most unique walkout songs, but the message is true that something bad is about to happen, and that has happened a lot with Krieger at the plate as the first pitch is at his eyes for ball 1. Throws over to keep Lewis back at first, keep him close. Connor Lewis does have 10 stolen bases on the year, so he is a threat on the base path. And Hicks is aware of that as he picks off to first again. And the softball Indians are threatening at Jones as they have the bases loaded in the top of the 4th. And pitches up as well to Krieger. The count goes to 2-0. There's a pitch. It's on the outside corner for the first strike of the at-bat, and the count goes to 2-1. Indians looking to capitalize on a 1-out error. There's another toss over to first, and Lewis is back safely. And Krieger's way ahead with 3-1 on the count. Down in Ellisville, Meg Sullivan is up as Jones has changed pitchers, and the Indians do have the bases loaded. Things could get exciting in favor of ICC down there. As a 3-1 pitch to Krieger is a ball. And he will walk. Put 2 on here with 1 out for LeBryant Siddell.
Now batting the left fielder, number 18, LeBryant Siddell.
And Siddell will step in with a chance to put the Indians on the board here. And Siddell is no stranger to extra base hits, as he does have 20 total hits on the year, and 8 of which are of the extra base variety. And here comes the first pitch to Siddell. It's outside for ball 1. Indians definitely looking to get something going here with 1 out. And the bottom of the third as they trail 5-0. The 1-0 pitch. Snell hits it out towards the gap. And that is a diving catch by Trace Henry, the center fielder, who they then relay it into second to double off Lewis to end the inning. Now, unfortunate for the Indians on that great play for Henry from Jones. And the Indians trail 5-0 after 3 complete here in game 1. And we'll be right back after these messages here on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
The new extra most bestest pizza from Little Caesars is topped with the most cheese and the most pepperoni for the nation's best price. And now for a secret message.
Surrender to the toppings.
Incredible! Extra most bestest, the most cheese and most pepperoni for just $6.
Pizza. You could say it's about the clubs. You could say it's about the ball. You could even say it's about the course or the weather. But what it really comes down to is consistency and hard work. Over and over and over again. At Renaissance, we understand consistency. We understand hard work. Most importantly, we understand you. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
Welcome back to Fulton, ladies and gentlemen. After 3 complete, Indians are down 5-0. They had a chance to do something there in the bottom of the third, but just a Webb Gym style diving catch by Trace Henry from Jones, and then threw to second to double off Lewis, unfortunately. But what was just an outstanding baseball play there in center field. And
leading off for the Bobcats,
now we head to the top of the fourth.
Tate Pepper.
And Tate Pepper will step in. His last at bat, he was hit by a pitch. And then in softball action, the Indians have taken a 3-1 lead over Jones as Meg Sullivan hit a 2-run single there in the top of the fourth. And Sam Harrington's way ahead here in Fulton with a 0-2 count, 2 quick strikes. The 0-2 pitch is outside, 4-1. There's a foul ball to the dugout. Trey DeSantis fields it cleanly. Sam with a 1-2 pitch. It's in the dirt. Bring the count to 2-2. Big thing going on down in Ellisville, I'll tell you about in a second, as Sam delivers. Connor fields it cleanly at short and throws over to Thomas for out number 1.
Now batting the shortstop, number 2, Cooper Brood.
And there's a deep fly ball to center for out number 2. It's 2 quick outs for the Bobcats.
Now batting the center fielder, number 3, Trace Henry.
And Sam's 1-0 pitches across for a strike. Once again, apologize for the silence, ladies and gentlemen. I was updating softball as the Indians are up 5-1 over number 1 in the nation, Jones, in Ellisville. And that is a ball from Harrington, so the count is now 2-1. Now, Henry's at bat for Jones. He had a triple his last at bat, and hits a ground ball to third, where Krieger fields it cleanly and throws over to first for the third out. That is a much-needed 3-up, 3-down inning for the Indians, but they still trail 5-0 here after the top of the fourth. We head to the bottom of the fourth with the Indians trailing 5-0.
Best tailgate, brisket.
No, real football y pollo asado.
Hoops and wings.
Burgers.
7-layer dip.
Hummus.
What?
You need a hot grill and an ice cold Coke.
It's got to be cold.
It's Tailgating 101.
I'm Dr. Laurie Cagle of Cagle Eye Center in Fulton. We offer comprehensive eye exams to provide proper diagnosis and treatment of various eye diseases. Browse our large selection of frames available in prescription and non-prescription. Call to schedule your eye appointment today at Cagle Eye Center in Fulton.
And welcome back to Fulton, ladies and gentlemen. And Drew Thomas will lead things off here in the bottom of the fourth for the Indians. Thomas did hit into a fielder's choice his first at bat. And the umpire telling the dugout to get back in the dugout, I reckon. I'm not real sure what he's telling the Indians, as the first pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Thomas, who hits a base knock out to left field. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Indians' first hit of the contest.
Now batting for the Indians, number 11, Justin Medlin.
Now Justin Medlin, who did start the game on the hill for the Indians, is now just is in the DH role for the rest of the contest. He comes up with no outs and Thomas over at first. But first pitch to Medlin is outside for ball 1. Medlin fouls one back. Take the count to 0-1. The 1-1 pitch, Medlin's swing and a miss. Medlin did strike. He was a strikeout victim in his first at-bat of the day as he led off the second inning. And he did come in today batting .324 and did hit a moonshot to right field against Northeast on Wednesday. Be great if he could do the same here. Instead, he hits a chopper out to first, who throws over to second for the first out. But Medlin does beat out the throw to prevent the double play. He will reach on a fielder's choice. And that will bring up Hunter Neighbors. He walked in his first at bat today. And is batting .351 on the season and does have 13 RBI. Indians could definitely use some hits here. If they could string some together, that would be great for the Indians. But hits are hard to come by so far this inning, or this game. First pitch is outside for a ball. And Will Hicks, he's pitched a beaut so far over the first 3 frames for the Bobcats, with some excellent defensive help as well. Pitches inside. Almost caught Neighbors on the hip. But either way, it's a 2-0 count. And he's way ahead. Going to be looking for his first hit of the game. A 2-0 delivery. Neighbors swings. Hit one that appeared to be fair, but not much argument from Coach Collier right there on top of the bag, so it must have been fouled, and the count goes to 2-1. That would have been that wouldn't have guaranteed a run down the line if that would have been fair, but ladies and gentlemen, it would have been darn close. 2-1 pitch to Neighbors. That's low and outside for ball 3. And that's a fastball in the corner of the plate. Bring the count full. The 3-2 pitch. Neighbors skies it back, and it's going to get just on the backside of the dugout. Here the ICC faithful out, pretty good crowd today considering the cooler temperatures than we're accustomed to, especially after Easter. Well, the count's full here to Neighbors. Medlin's running, and that is ball 4. It's his second walk of the day. And Jackson Lancaster will come in.
Jackson Lancaster.
Looks like Jones wants to talk it over with the pitcher here. We'll take a quick break. We will be right back here on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
This broadcast on Let'sGoICCTV.com is presented by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Food Giant, the Sonic of Fulton, your Etowah County Farm Bureau agent, Joey Cox, the ICC BSU, Bank of Okolona, Legend Sports Grill, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Choice Pawn, Kegel Eye Center, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the ICC Alumni Association, and the ICC Foundation.
And welcome back to Fulton, ladies and gentlemen. Jackson Lancaster digs in with 2 runners on and 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th, and he laces one. Oh, it hopped right up to the shortstop. And the second baseman rather, and he throws over for out number 2. That's just unfortunate for Lancaster. He hit the ball square, and it popped up to the glove of the second baseman perfectly, who fielded it cleanly and made an excellent throw, of course. But now Drake Wallace will step in. He flew out to center field his first at bat. But Lancaster did move the runners up into scoring position as Wallace calls for time. Takes another couple of practice cuts to get ready. Wallace, I saw down in the pole barn down here, taking a few extra cuts as well during pregame. Just trying to get ready for the big time game today. Here's the first pitch. Wallace hits it to short, and he boots it, and it goes through his legs into left field. Center fielder comes in and gets it, but that will plate 2 for the Indians on the E6.
Now batting the second baseman, number 27, Braden Ellis.
Ellis swings at the first pitch he sees, and it's foul. They fall behind 0-1 with 2 outs. That is the second error of the day for the Bobcats. As Ellis swings for strike 2. This is only Ellis's 6th at-bat of the year. Like I said, as he is normally in the bullpen for the Indians, but got to start today at second base. Got an 0-2 count here. Fastball. Just a bit outside, I guess, for ball number 1. Wallace with a conservative lead at first. There's a curveball that almost catches Ellis on the shoulder, but comes in for ball 2. There's the 2-2 pitch to Ellis, who swings and pops it out of play. The deuce is wild. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Ellis fouls one back off the catcher's mask to keep the bat alive. Checks Wallace back at first. Now the 2-2 pitch. And that is a curveball in the outside corner for strike number 3. The Indians do get 2 runs off of 1 hit and an error to cut Jones's lead down to 5-2. As we've played 4 here in Fulton. We'll be right back with more baseball versus Jones here on Let'sGoSCCTV.com.
Best tailgate, brisket.
No, real football y pollo asado.
Hoops and wings.
Burgers.
7-layer dip.
Hummus.
What?
You need a hot grill and an ice-cold Coke.
It's got to be cold.
It's Tailgate 101.
When I think of potential, I think of a matchstick. When a matchstick reaches its potential, it releases a flame that ignites everything around it. 2018 brings new potential for you and your life at Itawamba Community College, where you are each empowered to do great things. You can be better, accomplish more, and live a life that is above the bar. Your potential is here.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
Robbie Woody.
Welcome back to Fulton, ladies and gentlemen. Indians were able to score a pair of runs that last inning off of 1 hit and an error to cut the lead, Jones's lead down to 5-2. Harrington delivers the first pitch, and it is a ball. Gets one out to center. Lancaster races over and makes the catch for the first out of the inning.
Now batting the left fielder, number 4, Luther Woolard.
And in softball action, the Indians are up 5-2 after 4 complete against number 1 Jones down in Ellisville. First pitch is a ball. And the second pitch, and a little low for the ball number 2. And there's the curveball for strike number 1. That one is foul, and we are 2-2 on the count here. Sorry, once again, I was updating about softball, who is up 5-2 over Jones. Ironically, they're up. ICC softball's up 5-2 after 4 complete, and ICC baseball's down 5-2 after 4 complete. So mirror images here as the 2-2 pitch is outside for ball 3. Count goes full here in Fulton. He laces one out to the left field gap. And we will not see that ball again, as that is a solo home run to left center field for Luther Woolard. That is his 4th home run on the year. And he got every bit of that baseball.
Number 19, Jake Mason.
And Mason steps up now. Mason was a strikeout victim his last at bat, and his first at bat of the day, he was popped out to the second baseman. The first pitch is a ball. There's a swinging strike. Take the count to 1-1. There's the 1-1 pitch from Harrington. And that is hit out towards right field. Drake Wallace makes the catch for out number 2 out there in right field. Oop.
Now batting the right fielder, number 1, Brandon Hale.
Brandon Hale steps in. He is 1 for 1 on the day. He does have a walk and a single, and also has 3 stolen bases and an RBI so far in the contest. He hits one out to Krieger at third. Krieger fields it cleanly, throws over to Thomas for out number 3. He dropped it. Okay. Well, Coach Collier's gonna jog out there, as the umpire said he dropped the ball in the catch, and all the ICC faithful are saying it was on the transfer. Be interesting to see what comes of this. I had looked down, so I missed to write down the out on the score sheet, and I missed him dropping it. So therefore, the umpires are going to converse. Home plate umpires talking more to Coach Collier than the other umpire. Not real sure what's taking so long. If he dropped it on the transfer, the home plate umpire should overturn it. If he didn't, then he should just say that it's that the runner is safe on an error. They did say it was on the transfer, so the out is recorded. Now Jones' coach is going to come out, talk to the umpires as well. Either way, Jones gets 1 run off 1 hit and hold a 6-2 lead as we head to the bottom of the 5th here in Fulton.
1 hit and no errors.
And we'll be right back with more here on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
Wow, Sonic Nights is the highlight of the summer.
Oh, yeah. There's probably some pretty big names here checking out these half-price floats.
Oh, everyone who's anyone is here tonight. Look, there are those 2 guys.
What are they famous for?
Huh. I think for eating here all the time.
Are we good at eating here or what?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, come on.
For limited time, get real ice cream slushes, shakes, and floats half price after 8 p.m. during Sonic Nights. This is how you Sonic.
Did you know your child's eyes can be checked as young as 6 months of age? They do not have to know their letters or even be able to talk in order to receive a comprehensive eye exam. Your eye doctor can tell you many things just by looking at them. I'm Dr. Laurie Cagle of Cagle Eye Center in Fulton. We offer comprehensive eye exams to provide proper diagnosis and treatment of various eye diseases. Browse our large selection of frames available in prescription and non-prescription. Call to schedule your eye appointment today at Cagle Eye Center in Fulton.
And welcome back to Fulton, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the bottom of the fifth. The Indians down 6-2 to number 12 Jones.
Leading off for the Indians, number 13, Connor Lewis.
And Connor Lewis steps in. He reached on an error in his second at-bat today and grounded out to third in his first at-bat. Looking to pick up his first hit of the contest, and he swings, and there's one through the 6-hole for his first hit of the game, and the Indians' second. So, big leadoff single there by Lewis. And that'll bring up Kyle Krieger, who in his first at-bat popped out to the second baseman and then drew a walk in his last at-bat. Hicks tosses over to first. Keep Lewis close. Lewis is back safely. Well, Hicks has thrown a gem so far today. There's his first pitch to Krieger, and it's across for a strike. Hopefully the scoreboard was doing a little foreshadowing, as the Indians had 5 hits up there instead of 2. So maybe by the end of this inning we'll have 5. Either way, it's a 0-1 count to Krieger. Curveball, high and inside, for ball number 1. Krieger with a 1-1 count. Like I said, he walked his last time to the plate. Lewis, decent lead at first. And Krieger fouls one off for strike number 2. And Krieger's first at bat, he did work the count very well, fouling off several. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that again. But also wouldn't be surprised to see him get a base knockout into the outfield. Leans over, gets a piece of it and fouls it back off the post. One-two pitch coming from Hicks to Krieger, and Hicks throws back. Lewis dives in safely, trying to keep him close over there. Like we said earlier, Lewis does have 10 stolen bases on the year and has not been caught stealing all year as well, so he is dangerous out there when he does go. Krieger, swing and a miss for strike number 3. That'll bring up LeBryant Siddell.
Now batting the left fielder, number 18, LeBryant Siddell.
Siddell drew a walk in his first trip to the plate, and then he hit a fly ball out to center field in his second plate appearance. He steps in here. And first pitch is a ball. Had a little movement on that one, as you can see there at home. One 0 pitch. Siddell watches it for ball 2. Hicks has worked from behind in the count several times today, but has been able to hold the Indians to only 2 hits thus far. Siddell hits one out to right field. Camps under it for a can of corn. Out number 2. And Drew Thomas will step in.
Now batting the first baseman, number 6, Drew Thomas.
Thomas has reached base safely both times today as he reached on the fielder's choice and got the Indians' first hit of the ball game last inning. First pitch is across for a strike. Third baseman fields the bad hop, throws over to first to end the inning. Well, the Indians down 6-2 after 5 complete here in Fulton. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors here on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
This broadcast on Let'sGoICCTV.com is presented by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Food Giant, the Sonic of Fulton, your Etowah County Farm Bureau agent Joey Cox, the ICC BSU, Bank of Okolona, Legend Sports Grill, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Choice Pawn, Kegel Eye Center, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the ICC Alumni Association, and the ICC Foundation.
When I think of potential, I think of a matchstick. When a matchstick reaches its potential, it releases a flame that ignites everything around it. 2018 brings new potential for you and your life at Itawamba Community College, where you are each empowered to do great things. You can be better, accomplish more, and live a life that is above the bar. Your potential is here.
And welcome back to Fulton, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a report from softball as the assistant from Jones County just got ejected from the contest. Not real sure what happened. We just got word that he was tossed. Or she, I'm sorry. I don't know who the assistant is down there. I do apologize to any of our Jones listeners. Harrington delivers first pitch, cross for a strike. And up is Hudson for the Bobcats. Strikeout victim his first time to the plate, but then did hit a RBI single in his second appearance. He fouls one off there and brings the count to 1-2 quickly here in the top of the 6th. And a reminder, this is a game 1, so it will be a 9-inning contest. Followed, and of course, game 2 will be a 7-inning. Curveball for strike 3. It throws him out at first, and Jones is going to argue that call. Sorry, I forgot to switch cameras, ladies and gentlemen, so y'all did not get to see how close it was. It is one of those, though, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be honest with you, it's one of those where if you're an Indian fan, you just go, we'll take it. So that is
second baseman, number 7, Stephen Matthews.
That'll go down as Sam Harrington's second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. As Stephen Matthews steps up for the Bobcats, as he hits one out to Connor Lewis at short, who bobbles it and throws across to first to record the out. And Tate Pepper will now come up
now batting the catcher, number 20,
for the Bobcats.
Tate Pepper.
And they have played 5 down in Ellisville, and the number 7 Indians lead number 1 Jones 5-2. As Harrington pitches. Curveball across 4, strike 1. Let's head out to center. Lancaster makes his way over and makes the catch for the 3rd out. A 3-up, 3-down inning by Jones. But they still lead 6-2 over the Indians as we head to the bottom of the 6th here in Fulton. We'll be right back with more here on Let's Go ICCTV.com.
Best tailgate, brisket.
No, real football y pollo asado.
Hoops and wings.
Burgers.
7-layer dip.
Hummus.
What?
You need a hot grill and an ice cold Coke.
It's got to be cold.
It's tailgate 101.
Sonic Nights is the highlight of the summer.
Oh, yeah. There's probably some pretty big names here checking out these half-price floats.
Oh, everyone who's anyone is here tonight. Look, there are those 2 guys.
What are they famous for?
Huh. I think for eating here all the time.
Are we good at eating here or what?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, come on.
For limited time, get real ice cream slushes, shakes, and floats half price after 8 p.m. during Sonic Nights. This is how you Sonic.
We have a pitching change here in Fulton. Here we go. Let me hit tweet on this real quick. And now pitching for Jones will be number 30. Number 30, Peyton Harris. He has 8 appearances this season. He's thrown 10 2/3 inning. He's allowed 8 hits, 3 runs, all earned. He's walked 8 and struck out 13 and comes in with a 2.53 ERA for the Bobcats. And that will close the book, though, on the starting pitcher, Will Hicks. Got 5 good innings of work from him, did the Bobcats. He allowed 2 hits and 2 runs did score. And Madison Carnes at softball just hit a home run off the scoreboard down at Jones. So Carnes flexing her muscles. That'll be her 2nd home run of the year. And that will give the Indians a 6-2 lead over Jones. And the Indians here, however, are down 6-2.
Indians, number 11, Justin Medlin.
As Justin Medlin steps up here for the Tribe, he is 0 for on the day as he has struck out and reached on the fielder's choice. And the first pitch is a ball. Medlin fouls one off. Count goes to 1-1. One-two pitch here to Medlin. Medlin hits it out towards right field. Center fielder actually calls him off and makes the catch. 4 out, number 1.
Now batting the catcher, number 19, Hunter Neighbors.
And Neighbors steps in now. First pitch is a ball, or I'm sorry, second pitch is a ball, and the catcher goes out to talk to his forgot about that. Somebody's not going to do it. Just leave that right there. Lay it down. I'll get it. Thank you, Nina. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to our photographer here. And there's a strike on Neighbors, counting as a 2-1. Neighbors fouls one back. That'd make the count go full here in Fulton. Pitch. Neighbors hits it out to left. Left fielder shades over, crosses over the end of foul territory and makes the catch. That'll bring up Jackson Lancaster. He struck out his first appearance and then grounded out to the second baseman in his last at bat.
Lancaster.
First pitch in the dirt for ball one. Pitch across for a strike as it crossed the outside part of the plate. Ground ball to second base. Second baseman fields it cleanly, but then throws it in the dirt. That will go down as an error. And Lancaster reaches with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting the
Drake Wallace now steps in. He reached on an error in his last at bat that allowed the 2 Indian runs to score over in the 4th inning. Man has and Lancaster gets back in on the pickoff attempt over at first. Jones has committed a very uncharacteristic 3 errors in the ball game. Indians have taken advantage briefly there and got 2 runs. Wallace's last at bat as he takes that for a ball. Middle of the 6th down in Ellisfield, we'll hold that thought. Wallace hits into a fielder's choice for out number 3. Indians down 6-2 as we've played 6 here in Fulton. We'll be right back here on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
What if Mississippi's community and junior colleges didn't exist? You'd see a much different Mississippi, one without these degrees. And the jobs that come from them. One where many would fail to get a higher education because affordable community and junior college is their only hope. We're in danger of this happening thanks to state budget cuts. In fact, Mississippi once ranked #1 in America's community and junior college systems. #1. But now has slipped out of the top 10, way out, which is already a consequence of budget cuts. So, what if community and junior colleges didn't exist? If budget cuts continue, we may well find out. Contact your legislator and tell them to support Mississippi's community and junior colleges.
Welcome back to Fulton, ladies and gentlemen.
Leading off for the Bobcats, number 2, Cooper Brune.
Cooper Brune comes in. He is 1 for 2 on the day. He has a single, a stolen base, and flew out to center field in his last appearance. Harrington's first pitch is crossed for a strike. Harrington's curveball, swing and a miss. For strike number 2. Would not be surprised to see Sam come right back at him with that curveball once again here. But I would be wrong, so that is ball 2 here. That's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Take a look at that on the replay there.
Number 3, Trace Henry.
I'm excited. I figured out replay. It only took me 6 innings, y'all. Either way, that is a strikeout for out number 1, and Trace Henry steps up for the Bobcats, and that is a ball. Now Trace Henry and Sam Harrington, teammates in high school over at Moore. A little trooper action here. He bunts it. Harrington fields it cleanly, throws over to first for the out.
Now batting the third baseman, number 6, Robbie Woody.
And Robbie Woody digs in. He's 0 for 3 in the contest. Flew out twice to the outfield and struck out once. First pitch from Harrington is low for ball 1. His second pitch in is for strike 1. Sam Harrington's had an excellent outing since entering in the 3rd inning. He's only allowed 1 hit, as that one's across for strike 2. However, that 1 hit was a very long fly ball over the 365 sign for the Bobcats. There's a swing foul ball. Counts 1 and 2. Sam looking for another Renaissance Bank strikeout, which would be his 4th of the contest. There's the 1-2 pitch from Harrington. It's in the dirt. Count goes to 2 and 2. Sam with the 2-2 pitch. Curveball. Just outside for ball number 3. Full count here to Woody. And that was an excellent catch out there at second base by Ellis. Let's take a look at that on the replay.
In the inning for the Bobcats, there were no runs, no hits, and no errors.
That one is laced, and Ellis just makes the catch there to end the inning as Jones goes 3 up, 3 down. And we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors here on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
So you took Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest pizza that has the most cheese and pepperoni at the nation's best price and then stuffed more cheese into the crust?
Yep, it's got 3 feet of cheese stuffed in the crust.
Huh.
They added more cheese to the pizza with the most cheese. They added more cheese to the pizza with the most cheese. They added more cheese to their pizza with
Poor guy. Couldn't wrap his mind around all that cheese.
They added.
Get a large Little Caesars Extra Most Bestest stuffed crust pepperoni pizza for $9.
Pizza, pizza.
Welcome back to Fulton, ladies and gentlemen. Wouldn't you know it, we had a great play to end last inning, leads off this inning.
Leading off for the Indians, number 27, Brayden Ellis.
Now, Brayden Ellis, though, he was a strikeout victim his last at bat, and that pitch is outside for ball 1. So we move to the bottom of the 7th. Former Indian, Tanner Poole, doing things down there at Mississippi State as He reached on an infield single to lead the inning, but the Bulldogs do trail Ole Miss 3-2. Also have a former Indian, Timothy Rowe, on the Ole Miss squad as well. So it's good to see former Indians doing well at the next level. 1-1 pitch to Ellis here is high for a strike. The 2-1 pitch is outside for ball 3, I believe. If not, Mr. Umpire will correct me. So I'm sure he's listening instead of calling the game. Ellis fouls one straight back. Count goes full. Pitcher didn't like that ball, wanted a new one. Umpire didn't like that ball either, so he threw it to the dugout. So that ball is gone, ladies and gentlemen. Ellis pops one up. Could be in no man's land. Right fielder comes in and makes the routine catch, though. 4 out, number 1.
Now batting the shortstop, number 13, Connor Lewis.
And that'll bring up Connor Lewis, leadoff hitter for the Indians lineup. He does have 1 hit on the day. He's reached on an error and he's grounded out to the third baseman. First pitch is high and inside for a ball. And Lewis hits one out to left. And left fielder shades under it and makes the catch for out number 2. And that will bring up Mr. Kyle Krieger.
Now batting the third baseman, number 15, Kyle Krieger.
Krieger looking to try to get a hit here to start a 2-out rally for the Indians. And first pitch is in for a ball. Hits one out towards 6-0. Third baseman steps over, makes the catch, and throws it. And the first baseman, he was pulled off the bag, but was able to make the tag to complete the 3-up, 3-down inning. And the Indians trail 6-2 after 7 complete here in Game 1. And we'll be right back with more here on Let's Go ICC TV.com.
Sonic Nights is the highlight of the summer.
Oh, yeah. There's probably some pretty big names here checking out these half-price floats.
Oh, everyone who's anyone is here tonight. Look, there are those 2 guys.
What are they famous for?
Huh. I think for eating here all the time.
Are we good at eating here or what?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, come on.
For limited time, get real ice cream slushes, shakes, and floats half price after 8 p.m. during Sonic Nights. This is how you Sonic.
Best tailgate, brisket.
No, real football y pollo asado.
Hoops and wings.
Burgers.
7-layer dip.
Hummus.
What?
You need a hot grill and an ice-cold Coke.
It's got to be cold.
It's Tailgate 101.
Need money now? Get a Choice Pawn loan on things you already own, like guns, boats, campers, trailers, recreational vehicles, and just about everything else. Get a loan from Choice Pawn in Fulton and Tupelo. Get cash today. ChoicePawn.com.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Interesting moment in between innings here. Sam Harrington, as he's doing his warm-up pitches, fell off the mound. So he got up laughing, so he's appeared to be okay. Sam Harrington, very good-natured, funny guy on our ICC baseball team. So glad to see he's okay. Don't know exactly what he tripped over, but that's just happens sometimes in baseball. Either way, we're in the top of the 8th.
Luther Woolard.
And Luther Woolard comes in. He's having quite a day as he's gone 2 for 3 so far. He has an RBI single and a solo home run. The only hits Harrington's gave up. First pitch is inside for a ball. Sam with the 2-0 curveball. A little high. 4-3. ICC faithful voicing their displeasure with the umpire on that call. 3-0 pitch. Fastball right down Broadway, but it's called a ball. So that's a 4-pitch walk. That could have been the old intentional, unintentional walk, though, as Woolard did put a charge in on his last at bat.
19, Jake Mason.
And Mason a step up. He is 0 for 3 on the day. He is popped out to the second baseman, flew out to right, and did strike out. Indians, of course, be looking for a ground ball here to turn 2. Harrington throws back to first. Woolard's back in safely. Runner goes, Woolard goes, and Neighbors guns him down. Throw was a little bit towards the right side of the bag. Lewis catches it and makes the tag immediately for the first out of the game, or inning rather. Sorry, not the game. So Mason now step in with 1 out. And there's a curveball. Outside for ball. I think it's either ball 1 or ball 2. It's ball 1. Count as 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Curveball. Lifted out to right field. Wallace camps under it. Makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
Now batting the right fielder, number 1, Brandon Hale.
Long inning going down at softball. Jones did hit a solo home run in the bottom of the 6th. They've had a lot of people long at bats apparently, but I do believe there's 2 outs down there. As Harrington delivers a first pitch for a ball to Hale, who does have an RBI single to his credit today. There's ball 2, and Harrington wants another baseball. Harrington throws another ball. Struggling a little bit to find the zone here. Harrington did enter with 2 outs in the 3rd, though. He has done excellent in middle relief today for the Indians. But there's another walk. The second of the inning. But does have 2 outs after Woolard was caught stealing after a leadoff walk.
Now batting for the Bobcats, number 17, Luke Hudson.
And as you hear there, Hudson will step in now. He is 1 for 3 on the day. Does have a pair of strikeouts, but also did pick up an RBI single as part of that 5-run 3rd inning for the Bobcats. Harrington picks off first. Runner back in safely. Curveball, cross for a strike. 0-1 count. Despite Jones's leadoff home run in softball in the 6th, Indians were able to get out of it without giving up another run and lead 6-3 after 6. Harrington's pitch. That's a ball. Ooh. Try to pull that up on the replay as Harrington picked off the runner who had a huge lead over there. Was able to get the pick off for the 3rd out of the inning. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Indians down 6-2. Down to their final 6 outs. We'll see if they can rally when we come back here on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
At Food Giant, serving you is our #1 priority. We offer the freshest produce, highest quality meats, tasty baked goods, and the best meats and cheeses in our deli department. Check out this week's specials.
Pick sweet vegetables, just 88 cents. Sister Schubert rolls, 2 for $5. And Duncan Hines cake mix, only 98 cents.
At Food Giant, you'll always find a staff member eager to help you find exactly what you need. Freshness, variety, value. Shop Food Giant today with several locations in North Mississippi.
This broadcast on Let'sGoICCTV.com is presented by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Food Giant, the Sonic of Fulton, your Etowah County Farm Bureau agent Joey Cox, the ICC BSU, Bank of Okolona, Legend Sports Grill, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Choice Palm, Cagle Eye Center, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the ICC Alumni Association, and the ICC Foundation.
Leading off for the Indians, number 18, LeBryant Siddell.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bryant Siddell steps in. Watch the first pitch across forward ball. Hits one right back up the middle. Pitcher's going to field it. Toss over to first for out number 1.
Now batting the first baseman, number 6, Drew Thomas.
As Thomas steps in, the Bobcats did make a pitching change in between innings. Bryce Fagan is now pitching. He has a 2.25 ERA on the year and 16 innings of work, and this is his 11th appearance on the season. First pitch to Thomas across for a strike. Oh, 1 pitch. Thomas catches him inside of the arm there. The Indians will have a base runner with 1 out. And that will bring up Justin Medlin.
Now batting for the Indians, number 11, Justin Medlin.
Medlin steps in looking for his first hit of the contest. As he is 0 for 3. He did reach on a fielder's choice, but has struck out and flew out to the center fielder. There's a first pitch is fouled back for strike 1. A 1 pitch to Medlin. Medlin gets underneath it, pops it up, shortstop, pedaling back and makes the catch. And that will bring up Hunter Neighbors.
The catcher, number 19, Hunter Neighbors.
Neighbors swings at the first pitch and goes on the third base line for a foul. Somebody's brought their dog to the ballpark. It's a nice day to do so. Oh, 1 pitch outside for a ball. There's a pitch for ball 2. Count goes to 2-1. Neighbors gets under one. It's shading back third baseman. Literally, the ball goes about an inch on the outside of his outstretched arm into foul territory. So Neighbors dodges a bullet there. Miss Hannah Grace almost fell in the score booth here. She is okay, ladies and gentlemen, so no worries. Count is 2-2. Don't feel bad. I'll tell her I almost fell earlier in the game up here, so tight quarters up here, but cozy, I guess, is a better word. Cozy quarters. Very cozy since we're out of the wind today, ladies and gentlemen. Either way, the 2-2 pitch. Neighbors is outside. Count goes to 3-2. Mr. Charlie Piper, Mackenzie Piper's dad at softball, he texted me. He said after 6 complete, ICC's up 6-3 over Jones. Indians are out hitting the Bobcats 11-5. As there's a hit towards third baseline by Neighbors, he scoops it, makes the throw across the bag. Neighbors dives back safely as the throw pulled the first baseman off, and that's going to go down as another error for the Bobcats. The throw clearly would have beat Neighbors after an excellent play, but pulled the first baseman off the bag, and the first baseman was unable to make the catch.
Number 10, Jackson Lancaster.
And Thomas did move over to third on the play, so with 2 outs, Jackson Lancaster steps in with a chance to cut into the Bobcats' lead. And Lancaster, like many other Indians, is looking for his first hit of the ballgame. And first pitch he sees is high for a ball. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Inside for ball 2. So Lancaster way ahead in the count here. Lancaster tips one back into the catcher's mitt. The pitch is ball 3. Now down in Ellisfield, the Lady Bobcats are down to their final 3 outs as they trail 6-3 going into the bottom of the 7th to the number 7th ranked Indians. It's 3-1. Lancaster hits one out to left, right at the left fielder. He put good wood on it, but just hit an atom ball, unfortunately. And the Indians are retired with no damage done. Well, we've played 8, and we are going to the final inning here in Game 1. The Indians trailing Jones 6-2.
This broadcast on Let'sGoICCTV.com is presented by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars, Food Giant, the Sonic of Fulton, your Etowah County Farm Bureau agent Joey Cox, the ICC BSU, Bank of Okolona, Legend Sports Grill, the ICC Wesley Foundation, Choice Palm, Kegel Eye Center, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the ICC Alumni Association, and the ICC Foundation.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sam Harrington back out to pitch here in the top of the ninth. He's done excellent today. He came in with 2 outs in the top of the 3rd rather, and has only allowed 1 hit since then. Like we mentioned earlier, however, that 1 hit was a long ball, unfortunately, but he has done excellent in saving Coach Collier's bullpen. That is for certain.
Leading off for the Bobcats, number 17, Luke Hudson.
And Luke Hudson does step up. He is 1 for 3 on the day. A pair of strikeouts and an RBI single, which he was at bat last inning when Harrington was able to pick off Brandon Hale. And there's a foul ball back into the net. There's a fly ball out to Lancaster in center, and he makes the catch for out number 1.
Now batting the second baseman, number 7, Stephen Matthews.
With 1 out. First pitch from Harrington. Grounded over to third. Krieger makes a play for out number 2.
Now batting the catcher, number 20, Tate Pepper.
There's a fly ball out to right. Wallace makes the catch. A 3-up, 3-down inning for Jones. And we move to the bottom of the ninth. Indians trailing 6-2. We will be right back after a word from our sponsors here on Let'sGoICCTV.com.
No hits and no errors.
Hey Mississippi, let's fill the gap. Did you know Mississippi's community and junior colleges fill the gap between high school and skilled careers? Or that community and junior colleges are also a great value to students? It's true. Not only can they get degrees in these fields, they can actually afford the tuition to get them there. And did you realize that 96% of the state's community and junior college students are Mississippians? Not only that, they tend to stay in the state when they're done with college. And the more students that do so, the more skilled workers we'll have to fill the gap for jobs. And the more people to fill the job gaps, the more money stays in the state. Plus, the value of community and junior colleges in Mississippi is unbeatable. For every dollar the state puts into community and junior colleges, it gets $4.86 back, an almost 5-to-1 return on investment. So, come on Mississippi, contact your legislator and tell them to support Mississippi's community and junior colleges. And let's fill the gap.
Welcome back to Fulton, ladies and gentlemen. Indians down to their final 3 outs here.
Leading off for the Indians, number 30, Drake Wallace.
Drake Wallace leads off the bottom of the ninth here for the Indians. He has reached on an error, reached on a fielder's choice, and flew out to center so far today. Pitch is across, ball 2. Wallace hits one out to third, and third baseman reaches up high in the sky, grabs it on the hop, throws across for out number 1. And that will bring up number 32, Hayden Palmer. He is pinch hitting for Braden Ellis.
Number 32, Hayden Palmer.
Now, Hayden Palmer has participated in 7 games this year. He's had 9 at-bats. He's picked up 1 hit and is batting 111 on the year. And the first pitch he sees is across for a strike. And Haley Reed catches a pop-up to give the Indians a 6-3 win over number 1 Jones in softball. So congrats to the Indians there, picking up a big win over the number 1 team in the nation and the conference, Jones Lady Bobcats. And game 2 for that one will follow in about 30 minutes on JCJC TV. Pitch inside to Palmer. The count goes to 2-1. And that win by the Indians in softball snaps a 25-game winning streak for the Bobcats. And there's another excellent play by the third baseman. And even adding to the excellent play was the throw was a little bit wide. First baseman goes up in the air, grabs it, and then puts the tag on Palmer. Sadly, that's just the way things have been going for the Indians. Jones has been making the plays, and unfortunately, the Indians have not. Either way, Connor Lewis comes up with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th. Indians down to their final out. That pitch is a ball. So Lewis is ahead 1-0. Lewis is 1 for 4 on the day. That is one of the 2 Indian hits. He chops that one into the dirt, foul. There's a pitch. It's outside for ball 2. Count goes to 2-1 here. And that is ball 3 to Lewis. He's going to trying to spark a 2-out rally here for the Tribe. And that one's across on the outside corner, and the count goes full here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. The Indians trailing 6-2. And he fouls it back. Sneaks out of the catcher's mitt to keep the bat alive. Lewis digs in. Here comes the payoff pitch. And he's called for strike 3 to end the contest. Indians are going to fall here in game 1. 6-2 to number 12 Jones. Game 2 will be starting here in about 20-25 minutes here from Fulton, and we will tweet it out when we go back live. So thank you for joining us here, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll be back for game 2 here in about 20-25 minutes.